Hey everyone, so this is Catfish Season 7, Episode 8, called Mandy and Jose. And I'm going to try to keep this pretty short, but anyway, so Quentin writes in on behalf of his mother, Mandy. They're living in Pontiac, Michigan, and Mandy has been talking to this guy named Jose who lives in Detroit. They've been online dating for 2 years. Um, and apparently Pontiac is like about an hour away from Detroit, but they've never met. So when Eve and Max, call him up on Skype, he's like, "Well, this is how it all went down. Overheard my mother talking on the phone about Jose, and then she's telling me after I overheard her that um, I'm using a fake profile to talk to him." Meaning that in the pictures that she's using are of her sister, which apparently mean that when we find it when they actually go to Pontiac, they actually look pretty similar. Um, so anyway, so Quentin is like, well, I want to get her to stop catfishing, and I want to see if she's actually in fact getting catfished herself. So they fly to Michigan and make their way to their home. Neve and Max find out that Mandy was in a bad relationship for 8 years, and then a year after she broke up with her boyfriend, who was treating her badly, she met Jose. Um, so she met him through Facebook, but the reason she has a profile of her sister is because the guy she was with, she was suspecting that he was cheating on her, and suspecting that he was cheating on her with her sister. So she made the fake profile of her sister, and the boyfriend at the time messaged the profile thinking it was his sister, saying, "Oh, I can't wait to get back with you in bed," or "I can't wait till you're back in my bed," or some shit like that. And and then so they eventually agreed to meet up at this motel or hotel or whatever, and Mandy went over there and found them in bed together. She just got the raw end to deal with that shit. Like, girl, I'm glad you washed your hands of his ass, but like, damn, I would have been like Carrie Underwood in that song of hers where she fucks up that car. But I can't remember the name of what she actually says in the song. But I'd be like Carrie Underwood in that fucking song, and fuck shit up. I probably would have been exactly like that. So anyway, not about me right now. So apparently, so they shift back to Jose, and she's like, "Well, I've never talked to him on the phone because he doesn't have one, apparently." Uh, and she doesn't want to push him about it because she's admitting that she's using fake pictures, and she's gonna end up being just as wrong, and she doesn't want to hurt him or whatever. And apparently they met up they tried to meet up like 3 times, and all 3 times he stood her up, and the last time was like 4 months before this. And so anyway, so Neve and Max then leave, and I think like they wait until like the next day to investigate, and they take the pictures from Jose's profile, look them up, and don't come up with any hits like usual. So they go to this page to see if anyone has commented or been tagged. Someone named Rachel and Sean seem to have, been in contact with him. Rachel, at this place called the Bongos Club or something like that, so reach out to her. And then they see Sean, having seen Sean, reply, they, reach out to him too, and they try to search Jose in the Jose's in Michigan, and they found a whole bunch of hits. So when Sean calls them, he's like, I don't personally know Jose, but he knows him through Rachel. So Neve asks Sean to reach out to Rachel to get back to them. So once he gets in touch with Rachel, he's like, well, she doesn't believe that Neve and Max were going to talk to them. So she suggests that they go meet her at her house, and so uh, they go to her house, but Rachel isn't there, and then they go talk with Mandy at a local cafe and fill her in on what they found. Um, as they fill her in, Rachel texts saying, well, I never made it home. Um, I never made it home or anything. Um, and they have her come over to the cafe that they're at. So when she gets there, she's like, well, Jose is real. And he's talked about Mandy a lot and how into her he is. And Jose apparently does have a phone. She lets that slip. Um, and apparently Jose goes on vacation a lot. And is currently on vacation in Tennessee. But Mandy's like, or Rachel's like, well, Mandy, you're gonna need to move the fuck on from him, because Jose pretty much told her that he plans on living there from now on and staying, putting down roots there. So she gives Neve Jose's number, and then leaves because she has to go to work. Um, Neve was like, well, that felt like she was too nice. And Quentin was like, well, she knew too little, but also knew too much at the same time. So they call Jose, but only get his voicemail, and then Jose texts back saying, well, who is this? And what do you want? So they look up the phone number on Google, and it's like some internet phone number. Neve then, tries this new thing where if you put in like a URL somewhere on this website, it creates like this hyperlink that when it's clicked on will allow the person to know the IP address of the person they're trying to find are at. So that's what they do, and then send a little link to him in text message. And so when Jose clicks on it, they find out that he's actually in Michigan. So they confront him about the fact that they know that he's in Michigan. So they wait to hear back from him. And he doesn't get back to them until the next day. So Jose is like, well, Neve, I'm willing to meet up with you and Max for only at this first time, and it's at the address that Rachel was supposed to meet them at. So they let Mandy know what's going on before they go to the mystery house. Turns out it's this woman named Chastity from this episode way back in like season 2. And she's catfishing again. But she also happens to be Mandy's cousin. So she made the Jose page because Mandy's sister was involved with her ex, who she didn't want to have visitation rights to see their kids. She had Rachel and Sean cover for her and all that. And she's like, well, I don't want to go see Mandy, but Max is not having any of that shit. He's not having any of that. So he's like, you're going. So they go to where Mandy is, and Mandy doesn't think she can accept Chastity is like, oh, I apologize. She keeps saying that over and over again. But she can't accept Chastity's apology because she doesn't feel she doesn't feel sincere. So it goes 3 months later, where Chastity and Mandy have been talking lately, and have been going to the gym. But Mandy still doesn't fully trust Chastity. So that's all for that episode. I don't know. I was kind of feeling it up until it was revealed it was Chastity. I was kind of feeling it until then, but then Like, it all went down. Like, I just didn't give two shits about it after that. So, eh. Um, so, yeah. I don't know. I just really did. I really didn't give to it. Like, by the time she was revealed, it was just like, I don't care. I mean, it was just like, and apparently the only reason why she didn't reveal, like, Chastity didn't reveal herself was because of the fact that, like, Chastity's side of the family doesn't get, you know, doesn't communicate with Mandy's side of the family, because Mandy's side of the family, you know, has some issues with Chastity's side of the family, and she didn't explain why that. I don't think she really explained why that was, but that's what she said. Um, so, yeah. So anyway, next week, a woman asks for Need's help. I don't know who what the woman's name is because they didn't say, but um, but I mean, it looks kind of interesting from what I remember. I hope that it's better than what it has been all season, especially the ending of this episode. So, until next week, I will see you guys later.